Hi everyone, so welcome to your week 13 video. This week you're going to be finishing up your media and technology projects, so let's see what's on the checklist. So here it is. This video is the first thing that's on your checklist, and there's no weekly discussion this week. There are a few videos after this to watch about creating infographics, and I think that they do a really good job of walking you through some really important aspects of infographics. So what's explained in those videos aligns with the requirements of MTIP number 4, which is due Sunday by 11:59 p.m. So let's look at the requirements or the instructions for MTIP number 4. So as I just mentioned, it's due on Sunday, April 14th at 11:59 p.m. For MTIP number 4, you're going to summarize all that you've learned about your MTIP topic so you can share what you've learned with your peers. So you're not just going to write a summary, okay? So that'd be pretty boring and you really wouldn't learn any new media and technology skills. So instead, you're going to summarize what you learned using an infographic that you've created. Now, I found this definition of an infographic on Wikipedia, and I thought it was the most concise and well-worded definition I could find. So here it is. Infographics are graphic visual representations of information, data, or knowledge intended to present information quickly and clearly. So you might be wondering, okay, what do I do and how do I do this? So after you've watched those infographic videos, you're going to first identify the most important findings from the research and work you did to learn about your topic. Then you're going to choose a tool to assist you in making an infographic. So some of the tools that you might use include Piktochart, Canva, Google Drawing, or Pixlr. So you may have used Google Drawing and or Pixlr in your MTAs, and so those might be some tools that you are familiar with and want to use. Piktochart and Canva are both web-based tools, and they're really user-friendly. Additionally, both of those tools can be you can choose templates that are infographic templates, and you can work from those and customize them to create your infographic. So once you've figured out what your most important findings are and what tool you want to use, you're going to create your infographic or create an infographic that does the following. So each of these things that we're going to go through in a second, they're addressed in the infographic videos for this week, so really make sure that you're watching those. Okay. So the first thing that your infographic is going to do is it's going to tell a story and send a key message. It will take your viewers' eyes on a predefined journey. So basically your viewers know where they're supposed to look and in what order they're supposed to look. The next thing is your infographic should provide a new angle about your topic. So it really shouldn't just look like text you could read in a book or a journal article, right? It should have graphic elements, and we're going to get to that in a second, but it should look visually appealing there. So it should have some sort of new angle. Your infographic should be easy to understand. To go along with that, your infographic should be well structured and organized. It also should be visually appealing, so there should be, a catchy headline and a balance of text, images, and white space. Your infographic should provide an accurate representation of your research. So it should be all the things that you've already done. So you use all of that information to put into your infographic. Your infographic should use a type that supports the content that's being presented. So in the second video, so how to create an infographic part 2, they talk about different types of infographics. So you might use a timeline or, that's just one of the ones that jumped in my head. So whatever type you use should really align with whatever you're presenting. Okay, so your infographic should use color, font, and design choices that enhance its appearance. And finally, your infographic should be professional looking and free of distractions like spelling errors. So really you're going to be kind of a mini graphic designer in this MTIP number 4. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed with all of these different requirements here, just take a deep breath and watch those infographic videos because when this video finishes, watch those because it's going to really be a lot less overwhelming after you see them and kind of have an understanding of what you're really expected to do here. So when you're done with your infographic, you're going to submit it. However, you're not going to submit it to the Dropbox in Brightspace. Instead, this week you're going to start a new thread in the week 13 discussion. So I know I said there's no discussion board. This is really just going to be where you submit it this week. So the discussion board is kind of like your Dropbox for this week. So you're going to start a new thread in the week 13 discussion MTIP number 4 forum, and you're going to insert your infographic to your post as a PNG or a JPEG. So make sure that you use the insert image button that's highlighted here to actually insert your infographic. That way everyone can just see your image in your post in the discussion board. So do this right here. This is what you want to do, right? You're going to use that button. What you don't want to do is use this add attachments button. So don't do this, right? So if you did this, basically everyone would have to download your image, and that's the only way they could see it, and then everyone has to download a bunch of images. So basically do this, don't do this when you're attaching. Okay, so you have just a few things left to do for this week. You're going to watch these 4 videos prior to making your infographic. I've added stars right here next to part 1 and part 2 of these videos because I added them into the content folder of Brightspace as links rather than videos. So the links are going to take you directly out to YouTube, and they're going to start at a time other than the very beginning of the video. I did this so you wouldn't have to watch unnecessary portions of the video, so don't be alarmed when these 2 don't start at the beginning. So the first one starts around 42 seconds, and the third one here starts at, I think, 6 minutes and 4 seconds. So after you watch those videos, basically you're just going to create MTIP number 4 infographic, which is due Sunday, April 14th by 11:59 p.m. If you have any questions or need any assistance, please feel free to just get in touch with me. I think that's all for now. Happy working this week, and let me know if you need anything.